Let's start with the dip first. So in here, I've got a mixture of onions, garlic, tomato puree, and any canned bean you like. Cannellini beans, kidney beans.
Baked beans.
If you want to, Eamon. Yeah, seriously, if you want to, it's making a difference.
And is that food processor you've used?
Yeah, just whisked it up so it's a nice thick puree. Here I've got 2 cans of chickpeas, again, very, very good for you. And all I've done is put them in a frying pan, just gently cook away the moisture that's in the can, so you get a much better flavour. It's a bit like reducing pumpkin. So when you cook pumpkin, if you don't roast it first, there's no flavour. Yeah. But it makes a lovely little dip. So they go into there. I've then got sun-blushed tomatoes.
Yeah.
Nice. Really easy to buy them, or sun-dried. I'm not a lover of sun-dried. I think sun-blushed are quite sweet. A few chopped peppers. These are out of a can as well. If you want to roast them, it's up to you. And then finally, Taleggio cheese. Now, this is the oldest one. Yeah, it's one of the oldest soft cheeses in the world. It comes from northern Italy. I love it. It's got a nice acidic kick to it, and if you warm it, it sort of semi-melts, but it just works.
Smells like one of the oldest cheeses in the world, too.
It didn't take long, did it?
And do you know what that's like?
What's that?
Dairy triangles.
with a kick. With a kick.
Yeah.
And just literally mix these all together, a touch of vinegar. But what you get is a really nice dip, almost a salad. Chuck it in the fridge. You can eat it with breadsticks. You could also, as I've demonstrated over there, with a bit of roast chicken. Yeah. We'll come back to that in a second.
Yes, yeah.
Now, this is the main event. I want to talk about arancini. I'll bring it over here, you can see it. This is the finished arancini. Now, what I've done here is made a risotto, OK? And it's a bit of a pain, but you can buy kits now where you can put everything in a pan, stir it, and it cools and you get a pretty good end result. The thing you must do is chill it. So it firms up.
So you make the risotto,
chuck it in a pan,
chill
and leave it,
and then make the rice balls.
Exactly. And
we went to a wedding recently in Rome, and there was a man. They had all these lovely drinks on the lawn. It was really lovely, and they had so much Italian food, so they love to eat. And he was making these, and they were serving them in paper cones, hot, and they were delicious.
Just fantastic. And of course, it's a great vehicle. So blue cheese, a bit of meat, a bit of fish. But I put a blue cheese into here, and all I've done, what I want to do is get a little piece. This is quite firm now. So roll it up into a ball, like so, use the palm of your hands, like that, into a bit of flour, a little bit of egg, and then finally into breadcrumbs, and just give that a quick shake around. And you end up with an arancini. Golden rule about doing that is you have one for the wet, one for the dry. Then
don't mix them up.
Now, this is what I made earlier. You can't really see in there. So I'm going to pop that in there and just give that a quick cook while I wash my hands. So
you put the blue cheese in with your risotto?
Yes, you put it in when it's cold, so you get a nice flavour profile. Now, while that's frying, I'm going to give you a little bit of this, Eamon. I know you called it, was it Dairy Lee earlier?
Yeah.
Right,
they still make that.
And I've got a little bit of chicken here, which I'm going to slice. Now, what I've done here is marinate this in honey, balsamic vinegar, a touch of oil, and give it a real quick roasting, and then let it rest.
So you marinated it in...
Yes, I did. But the thing about that to remember is you need to make sure that you drain the marinade well, otherwise it spits in the pan. Have a little taste of that, you two.
So this is thematic. There's an Italian thing going on here because of the match, is that right?
Yeah, that was the idea originally, but I suddenly thought...
sort of forgot that.
No, what I wanted to do was make it into snacky food that you put in your knee. And bear in mind, 7 o'clock at night, so you don't think too heavy. No. So these sort of little snacky, tasty things are perfect. Arancini's cooking well. I've got some more arancini down here for you to try.
Is there garlic in that dip?
Only a little tiny bit.
It's nice.
Yeah, but I do put a bit of vinegar, and you balance that with a bit of oil as well. Now, I cut these a bit earlier, so they won't be put really hot so it burns your mouth. But these can be made, you could even freeze them, take them out the freezer, put them straight in the fryer, and they actually cook perfectly.
Really nice, mate.
Yep.
And you can eat those with your fingers when they're not too hot.
Exactly. Back over here, I've got here, in this pan, a little bit of onion and chilli, touch of olive oil. Now, this is orzo pasta. It's what they call bird's tongue.
Looks like rice.
Yes. But they call it bird's tongue pasta. Now, I've just blanched that. That goes into the oil. Any pasta will do. A small pasta works very well. Then I've got a bit of parsley. In that goes. This is my bruschetta type idea. Give it a bit of mix-up. And to bring everything together, I use 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. And you'll notice that...
Is your ball all right over there?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Amos in control, don't worry.
Amos in control. How can I do or not? And then a little bit of salt and pepper on there. And then, obviously, toast your bread. And what I'll do, if I give that to you...
As you put it on bread?
Yeah. Or you can eat it as a dip. You can eat it with fish.
Right.
There you go.
Well, Phil, there's good
Nothing.
news and bad news
Go on
about
then.
all of this.
Fire away.
The good news is my wife is away for the weekend. The bad news is that means nobody to cook snacks.
I'll be around.
Right, 11
Okay.
o'clock, match
Top
kicks
man,
off,
top man.
Saturday night. OK,
I shall be there.
where we are.
Enjoy.
Good.
Yep.
Make
Sorted.
sure you wash up before you go.
Oh, it's
I'll
nice.
supply the drinks. OK.